Hey everybody, it's your girl Emeara here again today with a live stream with our boy Elijah. Elijah, how you doing today, bro?
Man,
What's up? What's up?
man, I'm feeling elated right now. I'm feeling happy. It's good news just came into my life. I'm starting college on Monday.
Wow, that's
Yeah, I'm starting college
online.
on Monday. Yeah, I'm starting taking online classes
That's
right now.
dope, bro. That's dope. Congratulations. Well, some people might not know you. Whoever some people might be watching, they don't know you. So can you kind of just tell the people a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Well, hey people, my name is Elijah. Um, I go by Eli the Kid. Uh, what I do, I'm a rapper, artist slash activist slash IT technician. I go by a lot of monikers. Um, what I try to do with my music is I try to stray from the centralized ideology right now of violence and braggadocious lyrics and trying to put others down to make yourself seem better. I try to make music that people can connect with, um, that people won't feel like they're being let down, so they can get a message and try to learn from it and grow from it. I try to make positive music. Um, Also, like I said, I'm going to college, taking online classes, um, trying to get my cybersecurity degree, and eventually work for Google or Microsoft. That's a dream of mine. Uh,
That's dope.
and my activism, I mean, whenever I'm always trying to speak out against different things, not just civil rights. Um, I try to speak out
Hmm.
for LGBTQ rights. I try to speak out for um, freedom of speech rights. Anything, basically anything that people positive that people try to bring into this world to speak out against. I try to bring my own opinion in and try to speak out with them.
That's dope, bro. That's dope. Man, that's a lot of things, but hey, that just shows you, how talented, this generation of youth, how talented we all are. So, thanks for sharing that with us. I kind of want to ask you, you do all these things, like, it sound like you're busy. So, like, how did you get involved with Story Stitchers?
I got involved with Story Stitches because I saw on an announcement that you guys posted on Facebook last year, um, or 2 years back, yes, and they were looking for young aspiring artists who want to use their talents um, for the community. Um, and I'm like, hmm, that's what I'm trying to do. I want to use my music to inspire other people. I want to use my music to help other people. And so I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll just try the audition, see how it goes. Um, so my mom took me to the headquarters, Story Stitches headquarters, and was like, "It's my son. It's my son. Um, and let's see what you got." And so I spat, and it's kind of funny because as soon as I, spit my verse, KP was like, "Dude, are you on? You're in already. You're in already." And everybody was feeling it. Like,
Yeah.
and I was surprised because I mean I haven't really had that much of a positive um, response to my music, and I'm humble. I don't really think I'm as good as I want to be. I think I could be better with my music,
Yeah.
but hearing them say that, like I'm like, wow. And so yeah, I mean, KP took me under his wing, Intech took me under his wing, and I just honed my lyrical skill, my artistic skills, and yeah, here I am today.
Man, that's dope. That's dope, man. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like the story for a lot of us. You just kind of get put on the spot. you know, you kind of just got to show
Hmm.
out in the moment, bro. That's amazing. So you said it's been 2 years, man. And within those 2 years, you have this one project that really stands out to me. Like the lyrics on it is just like some different. Like your style in
Mhm.
general, as an MC is just different. So I kind of want to talk about it, and the
Okay.
song is "This Is Why." Um, so and because I wasn't there for this whole process, so this is gonna be a good story for me too, and
Mhm.
plus with everybody else listening. What was the like? What made? Because Brandon is on there with you too. Like, what made you all want to make the song? Like, what is the purpose of that song? Like overall.
Okay, so the purpose of the song is basically, as the name says, we're trying to paint a picture. We're trying to teach people why we do what we do. This is why. So we wanted to. The main thing that we wanted to do was paint a picture inside your head, like with our lyrics. And so, like when I said we're making that bread, keeping our families fed, keeping our sons off the streets so they don't end up dead. We're trying to make the money. We're trying to feed our families. We're trying to keep our sons off the streets so they don't go join a gang or do something wrong and end up dead. Trying to make it to college because they cannot go
Yeah.
to the field because we're trying to make it to college or get some type of degree so that we don't end up being locked up.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to make say some lyrics and trying to paint a picture like what we're trying to do right now so we don't end up in a gang, dead, or in jail.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So, with that being said, what was your like? What was your head at? Like, what was your process in writing that verse? Like, kind of walk us through that.
Um, at the time, I was like, I was in a deep state of thought. Like I was looking around me, and I'm like, because if I do believe this was around the time that people were talking about Anthony Lamar Smith dying.
Mhm.
Um, there was a lot of police brutality going on around this time.
Yeah,
And I was thinking, I'm like, wow. I mean, there's police brutality in this world. There's people, young black males and women, both, that are growing up in minorities, that are growing up in the projects of St. Louis, and they are really growing up without a support system, if that makes sense.
yeah, that
They're
makes total
growing up
sense.
with no help, and the dad probably was in the gang, the cousin was probably in the gang, so it's like a way of life for them. Sadly, I
Yeah,
mean, it's a way of life. Either you grow up, sell dope, do crack, be into a gang, or die, basically.
yeah,
And I'm trying to paint. I was trying to make this song. Me and Brandon was trying to make this song to let the youth know that you don't have to do that. You know, I mean, no matter what hardships you're facing, no matter what you're going through, there's still a way out if you
yeah,
work for it.
yeah, bro. That's dope because I feel like that type of messaging, is it's so good because it still even relates to today. Like,
Hmm.
even the motive behind it, because you're talking about police brutality, and we're dealing with a lot with that right now. Within the last few weeks, we just seen so much.
Oh yeah.
Um, have a very strong message. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I love it. And I think that's probably why you and the organization has worked out so well, because y'all just kind of like we all really
Mhm.
have that same like motive, like that same passion. So, what would be your advice to young, aspiring artists like yourself, or just youth in general who's trying to find like a way out, but they're probably like in the middle of like they on the fence. Like I want to do good, but this seems like it's a better route. Like what would you say to those people? Like what is you got like some encouragement for them? People that might be watching this right now.
Okay. Oh, absolutely. My main advice: find your voice. If you are, if you an artist, find your voice. Don't be afraid, because like I said, I came up and I just started rapping, and KP loved it, Susan loved it, you loved it, everybody loved it. So if you are an artist, go ahead, like rap to whoever you can rap to. Speak your mind, speak your word, and if people like it, if it hits, then they'll hit. You know what I'm saying? If you are trying to get out of a minority position, if you're trying to get out the projects or you're trying to do something with your life and you're not trying to do what your people have told you have to do, also find your voice. Speak out. Be like, man, I don't want to do this. And not only do you speak out, find the work ethic and hone your work ethic. I mean, because a change ain't gonna come unless you make it come. So you're gonna have to work. It's gonna take a lot of time. It's gonna take a lot of studying to get out of school. It's gonna take a lot of saving up and not spending your money on BS that these young kids spend the money on, shoes and clothes and everything. Saving up your money to maybe pay for a college tuition, to maybe pay for a car to get out of the hood physically.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna take work, and it's possible. I got cousins who came out who used to be part of the gang and are out of the gang because they graduated high school, got a college degree, knew what they were going to major in, and got good jobs right now. So I've seen it with my own eyes that if you actually put your mind to it to be better and be great and be successful, you will be successful. I think one of the quotes, I forgot who said it, but my favorite quote is, be the change you wish to see in the world.
Yeah.
You gotta be the change. It starts with you. And if you're an artist, keep writing music, keep rapping, or keep singing, or keep making spoken word, because eventually people are going to hear it. It might take some time, but eventually people are going to hear you.
For sure, man. That's dope. And going back to the artistry too, around the song, like with that verse, like, or verses in general, really, does it take you a lot of time, like, or is it vary, like, to write a verse? Like, do you write it, leave it, and come back? Like, what's that process look like?
Whenever I tackle a song, I need to hear the beat first because I want to feel the vibe. I want to feel how the vibes that it gives me. Does it give me happy vibes? Does it give me sad vibes? And so I'll use those vibes and then try to create words that express how I'm feeling. Okay. So
Yeah.
if when I'm writing, if I don't feel like I'm feeling what I'm writing, then I know somebody else ain't gonna feel it. So if I'm like, if I write it and I'm like, dang man, this is hot, and I'm bobbing my head to the beat and I'm smiling and I'm like, man, I'm feeling it. That's how I know. That's how I know the lyrics are right. That's how I know I got substance in my lyrics. And sometimes that'll take 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it'll take an hour. It depends on how I'm feeling. It depends on the state of mind.
Wait, say that again.
I said sometimes it would take an hour to finish a song, 2 hours. Sometimes it take 10 minutes. It depends on my state of mind and how I feel the song. It's all a feeling for me. It's all depends on how I'm feeling about the song.
Yeah, that's lit. So, do you usually like slower songs, or like faster songs, because this is why it's kind of like a mid-tempo song. It's pretty it's pretty groovy.
I would say, this is why the reason why I like it a lot is that, like me and Brandon both said, this is a hype song. Like it just wants you to get up out the chair, just start dancing.
Yeah.
And the one good thing that we loved about the song was that the youth can get into it. It was a song for kids. It was a song for little ones, and kids can dance to it because the beat you can dance to. The lyrics are easy to learn, are easy to say. Like it's just a happy dancing song. But sometimes, but it's like I said, it depends on the mood or the emotion. Like sometimes, like if I'm making like the song "Wave" that we did, that's more of a slow song. That's more of a get into your feels type of song. So it really just depends on the type of message that you're saying. Like this is why we're trying to uplift the community. We're trying to uplift kids. So of course we're going to have like a fast-paced beat or a beat that you can dance to. Wade, we're trying to maybe bring some knowledge into the game. Maybe bring into like how we're really feeling deep inside. So we wanted to give you maybe a slower beat, a melancholy beat. So it just depends on the message of the song.
For sure, man. And I agree too. That mug, it be like right when you hear that beat, you be like, hey, like, hey, what? Hold up, yeah. But hey, I think it's only fair that we let the people hear what we talking about, you know. So,
So,
I guess we gonna go ahead and let them, hear the song. You think we should let them?
oh, no doubt. Yes.
All right,
Wait.
cool. Well, y'all go ahead and listen to this real quick.
I came to thrive, I tell you why. Knew it was mine soon as I arrived. When I'm knocked down, I don't hide, I don't cry. Step up, get knocked down, I pop up like surprise. Up there surprise, I'm up there surprise. I get knocked down, I pop up like surprise. I tell you why, we not alike. You tryna live, I'm tryna thrive. I came to thrive, I tell you why. Knew it was mine soon as I arrived. When I'm knocked down, I don't hide, I don't cry. Step up, get knocked down, I pop up like surprise. Up there surprise, I'm up there surprise. I get knocked down, I pop up like surprise. I tell you why, we not alike. You tryna live, I'm tryna thrive.
Yo, we making the bread, keeping our families fed, keeping our sons off the streets so they don't end up dead. Trying to make it to college, cause they cannot go to the feds, cause they trying to go for our heads, cause they got a price in their heads. I'm talking about lifetime imprisonment or right time to be militant. They don't fight crime, they are diligent on spite mind and pillaging. In their education, we elevate, no procrastination or hesitation. We boss nation, heard across the nation, trying to save our dogs from incarceration. Yeah, I'ma have all of you feeling me, yeah. I'ma have all of you seeing me, yeah. I do all this really me, yeah. Look at how they are treating me, yeah. Just cause I'm black, they are beating me, yeah. Cause they don't see what I see in me, yeah. This is why I cannot see the beat. This is why I cannot leave the streets.
I tell you why, knew it was mine soon as I arrived. When I'm knocked down, I don't hide, I don't cry. Step up, get knocked down, I pop up like surprise. Up there surprise, I'm up there surprise. I get knocked down, I pop up like surprise. I tell you why, we not alike. You tryna live, I'm tryna thrive. I came to thrive. I tell you why, knew it was mine soon as I arrived. When I'm knocked down, I don't hide, I don't cry. Step up, get knocked down, I pop up like surprise. Up there surprise, I'm up there surprise. I get knocked down, I pop up like surprise. I tell you why, we not alike. You tryna live, I'm tryna thrive. I'm tryna show you I'm more than just gifted. I'm more than the issues, I'm more than statistics. I'm more than the chasing of money and women. I'm more than the bundles of graves that they're digging. I'm more than potential that's lost in the system. I'm more than the criminal, more than the victim. There's more than the energy, more than life stitches. There's more to the morals and stories you hearing. Holla, hey, how many friends must I face in a day? How many friends can be taken away? How many friends spend life in a cage? How many wish they got that but in graves? How many wish they got that but in change? How many wish they enacted a change? Yeah. How many wish they enacted a change? I tell you why, knew it was mine soon as I arrived. When I'm knocked down, I don't hide, I don't cry. Step up, get knocked down, I pop up like surprise. Up there surprise, I'm up there surprise. I get knocked down, I pop up like surprise. I tell you why, we not alike. You tryna live, I'm tryna thrive. I'm tryna thrive.
Man, I'm telling you, man, you and Brandon ate that song up, man. Man,
That's what we do. That's what we do.
yeah, for sure, man. That is crazy. I'm telling you, gotta make it to college. Yeah, yeah.
Talk about lifetime imprisonment or right time to be militant. They don't fight crime. They're diligent.
Right, and then Brandon come in, boy, man, that was a good song. I appreciate that, and I think everybody else appreciated that. Um, but man, before we go, is there anything else you want to say to the people, man? Because I think they probably really enjoy having you. I know I did. Just kind of hearing like your flow, like how you work. You know, it's always good to get into a creative's mind and just understand their process.
I would say, I know I've remarked on how, like, if you're an artist, to keep writing and keep putting your music out there, and to get out of the projects or a bad situation that you're in, it's going to take work. But aside from work and aside, putting yourself out there, the main thing that I stress to everybody, young people, older people, middle-aged people, be yourself. Because this society, we live in a society that tries so hard to make you something you're not. I mean, we have people who buy $100 sneakers just because everybody else has it.
Yeah.
If they have it, I need to have it. We have people who listen to what I have put a name to it is mumble rap.
Mhm.
And just because everybody else listens to the mumble rap, I have to listen to it. So just to be yourself, and that doesn't necessarily mean write music or speak out on spoken word or be an activist or whatever. That's me. That's who I am. I write music. I'm an activist. I
Yeah.
work with people. I speak out. But to be yourself, find out what you love doing. What gets you in that right headspace that you just like, man, this is me, you know? And that might be, painting. That might be running. That might be playing basketball. That you never know. Just figure out what makes you you and just run with it.
Yeah.
And don't let anybody else try to make you be something you're not.
Peer pressure, man. Yeah. Yeah. Man, that's good. I love how you saying like be yourself. And it's this somebody said to me, like, if you're trying to be you, if you're trying to be somebody else, then who's going to be you? So that always kind of like made me stay in my place and, kind of focus on what's in front of me and not look to the right and the left, So, man, I totally agree with that message, just telling people, not even just kids, but people, because I think everybody go through those stages in life when they're kind of questioning their identity, So, just people just hold on, and, especially through this quarantine, I know you probably had some time to kind of reflect on yourself, like everybody else in the world, So, just make sure y'all being yourself, y'all loving on yourself. Self-care is definitely important. But Elijah, man, I want to say thank you again for coming today and just sharing with us, man. It was great. It was amazing. And for the people watching, if you all want to know more about Story Stitchers, keep up with Elijah, with the organization, make sure y'all go to storystitchers.org to find out more information. We have all our links, all our applications, everything for Story Stitchers on there. So, just stay tuned and we'll be back soon with another live for y'all. Thanks again, man. And thanks to everybody watching. And we're going to see y'all later, all right?
All right.
Boom.
Come stop and take a trip down on my block where you see hidden potential, young minds sharper than pencil, and ain't afraid to speak their mind if they got something against you. We standing with you, we tackle issues like civic pride. Hate will cease to exist, let's put our differences aside. From my side to your side, from Dutchtown to South Side, from Penrose to North Side, from Benton Park to Old North to West End to West Side. We blessed when we step out, we stand down, rise up, stand together, wise up. They say who that, but you already knew that. That be them story stitches, story stitches, story stitches, story stitches, story stitches.
Can you tell me why they mad? Cause I need to know. I'm out here chasing the bad because I can't be broke. These haters looking at me like I'm a criminal. They see me making that green to think I'm slinging dope. Cause I'm a young black male trying to make it out the hood. I swear to God, my people are so misunderstood. I'm trying to make my mama proud, trying to get it how I live it. Not like these trick people messing around, being slick with it. Get with it. I'm getting an education, man. I'm trying to be successful. I'm trying to make a statement. I ain't trying to be stressful. My mama raised me right. She ain't raised no fool. I know they want to see me fail, but what they hate gon' do. I rise above it, man. The stuff don't be nothing. Don't think I'm bluffing. I've been hustling, struggling, being humble, do for the ones that are out here struggling, working 9 to 5. The ones that gave their lives. The ones that were down the ride. Kept their heads up high to the sky, clinging to the hope for a better tomorrow. Free from the sorrow with pain, not having to worry about digging no graves, able to maintain some type of peace and some clarity. The type of clarity that only comes from the rarity. These are the people who never lost hope, cause they knew God's wherever they go. As I walk down the street, what do I see? A bunch of my poor family living in poverty without a roof over their head, without food to eat. And the streets are paved with pieces of broken dreams. I beg and Father, please help them. They're drowning in sorrow. They don't even know if they're going to live tomorrow. Cause we got fools in the streets and they fiending for some mischief. People doing drugs and you know they're getting addicted, evicted. Mothers kicked out of the homes, left to raise bad children on their own. Now tell me society and tell me the truth. Are you doing this to us? Cause we a minority group. You got me thinking society, thinking this through. I wonder what would happen if this happened to you. You see, I stand for the people who can stand for themselves. I'm there for my people when they ain't got nobody else. And I always tell the truth the way I see. And the way I see is we can never be free. That's how it is, y'all. That's how it is, y'all. That's how it is, y'all. I'm saying that's how it is, y'all. That's how it is.